Hey everybody, hope you guys are all doing okay. Welcome back to Siralim Ultimate, where we are chugging along. We are at 1,434 out of 5,079 achievements. So a long way to go, but we're making a bit of progress every day. Now I believe our next boss fights are going to be Nether Boss at 450 and then False God at 451. And I'm gonna start out by giving myself a good loot bonus. So that means we've got 6, 7, 8, and 9. 446, 447, 448, and 449 to go through. Which is, if my math is correct, 4 floors. And I think 2 per episode is a good way to do that, and I don't think there's anything that we needed to do before heading out. We've, last episode I did some kind of on-screen brainstorming to figure out which relic I wanted to go for next, and I think I kind of settled on Whisper. I'm not going to start attuning it yet. I'm going to wait until I have enough piety to take it from 0 to 100 straight away, because like the best bonuses are the ones that are towards the end, and for now we're kind of doing okay. We're kind of doing okay, so let's just do it like this. Which realm did we do last time? I believe it would have been the torture chamber. I don't think we've been to the Unsullied Meadows yet, or Dead Ships, and we definitely did go to the torture chamber, and yeah, and I think we beat the boss there as well. So Unsullied Meadows it is. Fun little realm. Let's see how it goes. Hopefully some good stuff in store for us. Hey, another realm straight off the bat. Our prophecies, the only thing left is we've got to find one buried treasure. Honestly, I probably should just turn in my Rune of Prophecies the way it is right now, but I'm just being stubborn. Especially because we had that one realm where we even found the map for the buried treasure, but got ambushed and killed by a random enemy before we could dig the treasure up. But anyway, hopefully we're able to find it before long. Anyway, let's talk the god of this realm, Aeolian, the god of wind, who says, well, he's being pretty friendly, says, it's good to see you again. What news do you bring? Well, not much news, but perhaps a donation. And I like this image of him because he looks really happy, excited at any rate. And he says, you won't regret this. Gain a bit of favor, bringing us closer to the next favor rank. Excited to learn what we get at rank 30. Hopefully we hit that in this realm. And these objects, you interact with them to give yourself a bit of a buff and, well, a bit of a stat bonus, and enemies a bit of a stat penalty, so you know you should collect all of them. These objects are just going to give you a good amount of loot, so again, want to pick them up. Don't just leave them lying around. Oh, and our realm objective is going to be to kill a renegade. So the renegade is going to be just an NPC standing around, except when you interact with them, instead of giving you loot or something nice, it'll initiate a combat. So we'll keep that in mind. Okay, what macro do you have right now? You've got the rabbit dementia macro, and enemies in this realm have... Okay, let's look at this collection of traits. Extra traits is bad. The combination of good luck, for them, bad luck for us. That's bad. But other than that, things are kind of okay. So let's just see if we can punch them to death. I think we're doing okay. But with extra traits, you never know. You might just run into an enemy that's unkillable just because of the trait combinations they have. Oh, also these objects, they will sometimes give you a small amount of favor, or they'll give you a combat and a large amount of favor if you can complete that combat. But I'm not going to get into optional combats until I've gathered all of my buffs and debuffs. Now these objects, these scarecrow looking things, will buff you and also debuff your enemies. By the way, some of the properties that I'm getting, you may not, if you're playing the game yourself, you may not necessarily see them all from the get-go. So if you go to our blessings from Aeolian, it's only at rank, I'm trying to find it where they are. Okay, it's only at rank 10 where those effigies, that's what those scarecrows were. It's only at rank 10 that they will start debuffing you. Prior to that, they'll only give you a buff, but it doesn't take a lot to hit rank 10. And as you see, we are now agile, the enemies are disarmed. Not the greatest collection of things. Ooh, and also one of the mini quests in this realm is these nomads will be asking for construction materials, which I believe is just piles of wood. That's an enemy, that's an enemy there, which is unavoidable for us. Okay, some annoying stuff is going on. Let's see if we can just punch our way through again. Enemies have extra defense, which is very annoying, but so far we're dealing with it. I have noticed that Nephilim are one of the enemies we are running across, and hopefully we don't have any of those Nephilim with the stand as one trait, because I really hate those people. Hate them with every fiber of my being. Here's some wood. Here's even more wood, so now we can start giving some wood to these people. Is that our master? So one of these two NPCs is gonna be the renegade, and one of them is gonna be the master. I believe the one we walked past earlier was probably the renegade. Oh, hey! A decent... Okay, this is interesting, because it does something on provoke. And we have a way to automatically provoke using the Sinistry... the Sinistry anointment. I don't know if Chaos Bolt is necessarily what we want. A whole bunch of enemies here. 5 more wandering enemies remain. So, what was your macro? Was it the... You have the Rabbit Dementia macro as well. Let's just stick with that. Because it's a quick way to end combats. It was only a matter of time before someone was gonna jump in with resurrection nonsense, but we dealt with that quite well. Another group of enemies. Bard type enemies. So the one on the top right is a bard. In this case it is a bard trovator, but there is a bard type enemy which will randomly shuffle the timeline, meaning even though we're fast enough that we should always be going first, in a randomly shuffled timeline it truly is random. So that's another enemy type that I don't enjoy fighting, but fortunately we didn't run into them in this case, and that was a good solid punch that we landed there. Let's get some more stat bonuses for ourselves. And even more. Yep, and these guys... Oh, you're blind! I was wondering, like, why are you blind, though? So my Nadine Rift Dancer, because she was blind, she cast Rabid Dementia on the wrong target. Which meant that basically we wasted that turn. And this chest, turns out, is actually a mimic. Nonetheless, can we... Why isn't... Oh, has this mimic done something to our ethereal gems? Yes, it has! In fact, not just our gems, it sealed all of our spells. What the fuck did you do? Chaos Spheres, what an annoying thing. What a bunch of actual garbage trash. Is everybody's... Are everybody's gems sealed? No, just the one. Just the one. But still, that's still really annoying. That is still really annoying. That was a really slow turn because of all of these tiny heals we're getting. And honestly, I'm just gonna defend with you. With you, I'm gonna cast Rabid Dementia, hoping to end this fight. There we go, some big hits. And this very tanky mimic has been taken down. Ooh, another mini quest in this realm. I think there are a couple realms with quests like this. There was, I think it was the Astral Gallery with the broom and the Fey lands with the fairy. So this feather is gonna be like that. When we interact with it, it'll fly to some other part of the map and it'll spawn 2 enemies. And if we do that 3 times, it'll give us a large amount of favor with the god of the realm. So we will definitely be doing that, but before I spawn extra enemies, I want to be making sure that I've got a good handle of what's going on in this realm. Not sure why that front center enemy was undamaged for so long, but anyway. We got through it. One more wandering enemy. And the master. Alright. Let's continue. So far, this realm has been... Ooh, and we've also got to remember we have the nether realm to do as well. Right. Let's gather this wood for the last nomad. Ooh, big hits. This should be the end of these guys. Nice. Nemesis group as well. And we'll smash some stuff, get some loot. And yep, you are probably the master, so we'll wait before talking to you. Okay, and where? Oh, there's one hut down here. Hey, that's a free card. I'm always up for a free card from the Warhog set. And this gives us a new bonus. So we now just have a 3% chance to avoid damage from attacks. Small, but good. You never know when a lucky 3% roll on that could end up making the difference. So in this realm we found a nether stone and a card. Really happy with that. Alright, I will do this. Now, we're also getting ethereal spell gems for interacting with those huts, but I don't think that is really that important for our build. So it's not like I'm gonna save them before the big combats. Ooh, and I am glad that I got all my buffs before coming in here, because this is gonna be a combat situation. We're gonna be fighting Pergast, who says boo, meow ha ha, meow ha, meow ha ha ha. Never seen a creature quite like this one before. Almost as if it's from another world. Now the Pergast is speaking English. Says, I shall kill you and take your remains to my meowster. Meow ha ha. Meow ha ha. But we might be able to just... Hang on, let's not make assumptions. What's your deal? Your creatures have a 75% chance to maintain invisible after they act. But as we've learned, Rabbit Dementia can bypass invisibility, so... That... Okay, this is a... This could be a bad time for us. Because these people seem to be very tanky. So with that in mind, I am going to very carefully cast Reincarnation on you. And now I think I should cast the big Rabbit Dementia. They're gonna get 4 turns in a row. But I need to start doing this, I think. Got some healing. Oh, one of them is dead. That's great. Why are the others so tanky? Anyway, I'm eagerly waiting for the Centaur Duelist to get his turn. Because he... I believe Fury Swipes will... Ooh, okay, that was big damage. There we go. Big hits. Despite the bizarre tankiness of our enemies, we've somehow gotten through. Now, you're landing some solid hits. You're also confused now. You're just having an all-around unpleasant time. So let me just... when I eventually get my turn, I think... I'm thinking Rabbit Dementia is probably going to be able to finish this off. Actually, no. Because you've taken a lot of hits already. So I don't want to run into a situation where the game will say, oh, this enemy's taken damage too many times this turn. Is a thing that happens? Yeah, you're dead. You're dead and gone. And what are we going to get for this? I'm going to guess probably a special trait material, but let's see. No, we get mana to summon a Pergast. So that's a special creature that we had to go to a nether realm to find. And I'm glad we successfully beat that combat. Because... I'm gonna have to do this by name because I have no idea what the race will be. We'll go backwards through it. So let's find the Pergast. Where are you? There you are. The Pergast does not have a card, it seems. Does have a trait material that we can collect. And it seems to be its own independent race. So on the left, the type is sorcery. to the right of that is race, and it seems to be the only member of its race. Interesting. Interesting, especially considering the relic I was looking at, where invisibility is a big part of it. This could synergize very well with that, so it's something definitely to keep in mind. Probably not going to add it to my party, but if we find its trait material, could be something to consider. For sure. Alright, so that's the Renegade. Let's leave you alone for now. Let's actually do this first. Try and get this quest dealt with. Where has the feather gone? It's close to the Renegade. And I believe this should put it... Okay. I was gonna say, I believe this should put us in the next favor rank as well. Alright, somebody's probably gonna resurrect. Yep. But we were able to shut it down, despite them having good luck. Ooh, another skin. This is a skin for 8004, which I believe is 4080's God Spawn. And if what I said just now sounded like gibberish to you, it's because 4080 is the name of one of the gods. And all of the gods have a special God Spawn creature. And 4080's creature, its name is also just a string of numbers. Okay. Starting out with a good Archangel's Blessing, but you annoyingly are blind. Which is just irritating. You know what, maybe you've got a 1 in 6 chance, and you messed up. That's okay though, we still took these people out. Quite handily. Quite handily. An agile group up there. I really don't want to interact with them if I can avoid it, because they will be going before us and they could really mess things up quite badly. And now... Okay, we are going to have to go through the agile group, it would seem. But let's take care of these guys and let's fight the master. Or should we try and fight the agile group? Well, here's another nether stone. I mean, we're getting good drops. We've got a good item bonus. And I believe the agile group might have even gotten itself trapped in this little... Yeah, they've gotten themselves trapped there. Okay. These guys, they're not too bad. In fact, I think they're dead. They are super dead. Another... Oh, there are 2 agile groups. Well, we're screwed. Because there's no avoiding combat. Okay. This could have been a... potentially a very bad mistake. So... how to do this? Let's try reincarnation on you, because you've got a lot of health. Okay, that seems to have largely solved the problem, and none of them are coming back. Okay. Dodged a bit of a bullet there. Let's get this. Hey! I believe this means from now on Golden Feathers will give us the reward sooner. It would have been nice to have before this, but I guess you do have to earn it for the first time before it becomes active. Ooh, and we are also... every 5 ranks of favor you get another achievement for favor. Now there's one wandering enemy, but that was just the agile group that was... I think they're by the renegade, so we'll have to fight them eventually. For now, let's fight the Vortex Master. Vortexes, no vortices. I believe he's trying to figure out how to pluralize this word. He says, I don't know, anyway, these creatures are the ultimate disruptors. Just when you think you've got your battle strategy all figured out, the creatures will foil your plans. Perhaps a demonstration is in order? Let's fight. Well, let's see. And they're fused with bats. Now, one of the bats is going to have Screeching Barrage as a... Cloud of Bats is also a very dangerous thing. Very dangerous. How are we going to do this? Let's start off with a proper reincarnation on you. Double cast, hopefully. And now everybody is silenced. Annoyingly, but... Annoyingly, which means you cannot cast. Ooh, you can cast. But I thought you've got the silenced buff. Ah, okay. If you're resistant to silenced, and then you're inflicted with silenced, you can still cast spells, but you deal 50% less damage with spells. However, I believe Rabid Dementia, it won't count as spell damage because it's giving us an extra attack. However, these guys also have Ridelings as a minion, I believe. Right? No? Yes, they do. After this minion's master takes damage from an attack or a spell, each Ridelings inflicts a random enemy with a random debuff, which could be bad. However, I believe they will be taking indirect damage when we cast Reincarnation on the Dread White. So let's hope I'm correct about that. And now they're just dead. And we didn't even have to worry about the really annoying things that they could have done. Next, we've got to fight that renegade. I think we might be able to... Okay. We'll be able to fight the renegade, and if we get killed by the agile guys later, it won't matter, because hopefully we'll have already beaten the realm quest. This renegade aims to destroy us and take our creatures for their own. Not gonna stand for that. In fact, I believe it was a very quick and anticlimactic fight. Oh, and he's blocking our escape with a chest. So beating the renegade gave us 50 favor, and then we've also completed the realm quest, gives us even more favor. And we can now start a new hunt, and a new training mission, and a new other mission as well. And we can open this chest. Let's just fight these. Do your worst. I mean, you guys are doing pretty badly. This is pathetic. You guys. Yeah, that... I don't even know what to say about that horrendous performance. You guys need to go back to Nemesis school. Something. I don't know. That sounded cooler in my head than what actually came out of my mouth. Alright. Now we can do all of these things, get a bit of extra favor. Maybe one of them will end up being a combat. Or maybe not. Well, there's one more. And is this a divination? Oh, hey, finally we get some combat. The corruption Surrounding the totem pole manifests into a pack of hostile creatures. I think we can just punch our way to victory. Are we gonna summon Divination Candle enemies? We're gonna be fighting Uralos, who are annoying enough on their own because of how slow the combat is. I don't think I want to be fighting them under a 4 extra trait situation as well. Plus, we already found a free card from random loot, so I don't feel that bad about not doing that in this realm. No, I'm not gonna do it. It's tempting, but also I walked in the wrong direction. The exit is way over there. Yeah, like it's tempting, but it can get really, really annoying. But a whole bunch of projects to turn in. We didn't get our buried treasure spawn. So we got a hunt. Training. And a raid. Okay. So I'm gonna start new training. We did defense, let's do health. I'm just going through them in order. I'm just accumulating a large pile of training scrolls. Let's also start a new hunt. Are we able to hunt the Griffin veteran yet? Griffin veteran, right? Griffin veteran and not veteran Griffin, I'm pretty sure. Griffin Dreamfinder, but I believe we've already gotten the card for that. And it's not veteran Griffin, is it? Vertrag. Well, either way, it's not on this list yet. Let's just look at my bestiary to see if we've made any sort of progress on it is Griffin Veteran. We're still on E rank. Not far from D rank, but we're gonna have to find some knowledge for it through random loot before we can do anything. Let's just go into the next realm. Oh, and as luck would have it, we all restart with a good item bonus. 322 I will accept. And let's go into where the dead ships dwell and hope that we get our buried treasure. Because the longer we wait before turning in our Rune of Prophecy, the more we're giving up in terms of other prophecies that we could be making progress on. But like, it's just one buried treasure. Just give me one buried treasure. Make it happen. This is our last realm in this rotation. And after this, I'm not sure. We might do one more rotation. And then we'll start doing random realms. But for now, let's just go into where the dead ships dwell. Great name for a realm. And let's see how we do. Immediately, let's check out our realm properties. They have extra health and dodge chance. End of turn defend, cast additional times, and they're fused with the brownies. So this is a very dangerous, and we take extra damage. Very dangerous realm indeed. The god of this realm is Frieden, the god of the sea, who says, "Welcome to my humble abode, Darius. Care for a drink?" Well, sure, but first, how about we donate? And he says, "You know, just the way to my heart, eh?" And I really like, you know, the way this one looks as well. Very cool. Like, the artwork in this game is just top-notch. And that object we just interacted with will, as you just saw, give us a buff and debuff our enemies. These objects will give a small amount of favor with the god. And that chest is a mimic. What the hell are you doing? How about we just try and punch you to death? Oh, of course. Of course. It's a dodge chance kind of realm. So let's do this. Our duelist is gonna try in vain to get any sort of damage done. How about just cast Archangel's Blessing? And you know what? Just you are just cast Defile, just in case he was thinking about healing. And now let us cast. Oh, are you actually serious? All our spell gems are sealed. All we can do is attack. I think you're dead. No, you're not. No, you're not. Can you do anything in terms of actual damage? Blistering Radiance. But no, that's not a... It's not gonna do that much damage because you don't have that much intelligence. Yeah. I mean, I think he's scorned, but he's not actually... It's not actually doing that much damage. Alright, come on. Let's try and end this farce. Rabbit Dementia. I don't want to waste your proper charges. How about we just maybe try and Impending Doom this guy? There we go. All we need to do is land one hit. Enemies have good luck as well. I don't know if that also factors into dodge chance. If it does, it means they're going to be very difficult to hit. And these masks, which are our realm quest, by the way, we just picked one of those up. Sometimes they will lead to combat, and as you've probably guessed, if you get combat, then you get a higher amount of favor than what we just picked up. There are 5 more wandering enemies, and there is also a master. I need to... switch up our macros for this realm. Because that's going to be a more reliable way to damage our enemies than attempting to hit them. Is anybody gonna resurrect like a jerk? No. Okay. So let's just fix that up pretty quickly. Let's assign macro 3, the reincarnation macro, to you, and to you as well. Alright. And these objects will give you a good amount of loot. And on we go. Those clams give you a small amount of resources. 4 more wandering enemies, 1 more mask. More loot there, okay. Feeling a little bit nervous just because these realm properties are quite daunting. Defensive, enemies are blighted. It's good to have blight on enemies from the start of combat, just in case they were thinking about attempting any annoying healing shenanigans. I think that's probably our master over there. We'll come back to you once we are sure we've picked up all our buffs and debuffs. This is a huge realm. large, large realm. I don't even know where that enemy showed up from. Right. I want you to cast Reincarnation not from your main pool of spells, but this way. And I think we're just fine. A slower way to fight, but it gets the job done. Nothing in that chest, another group of enemies. And I think we should be fine. Ooh, these guys seem to be considerably more tanky, but I think a good reincarnation should fix that. I think one of them is going to be close to dying, but won't quite die. Yep. Well, something killed it, and now the rest of them are toast. Okay. Okay, let's carry on. See another enemy down there. We'll talk to it in just a moment. Where did you rush off to? There you are. Hopefully these guys aren't as tanky as the previous group. Yeah, seems like we are just fine. There we go. Took you down. More loot from that object, and our final enemy. Ooh. 5 of them going before us. Ooh, one of them took some pretty serious blight damage, I think. Must have been what ended up killing him. And it's a tense situation, to be sure. As soon as okay, yep. I think we're fine because I knew our animators had an extra resurrection. Do we have bad luck? No, we don't. So our Dread White should have a 50% chance of coming back. Even if we don't get to reincarnate him ourselves. Alright, now we are done fighting wandering enemies. The only... oh... At some point we found a large treasure chest and... Frieden... Oh, hey! This is perfect. But before I do that, let me finish my earlier thought, which is at some point you unlock in Frieden's realm at rank 20 the ability to open large treasure chests without having to find a key first. Ooh, bomb could be interesting. This could make this a good divination candle kind of floor. Where the hell is the treasure? Oh, it's right there. X marks the spot, and we will indeed be able to hand in our Rune of Prophecies. Ah, what a beautiful sound. What a beautiful, beautiful sound. And before we fight the Master, which could be a tough fight, let's just go around collecting everything in terms of loot and potentially special encounters, just in case we end up dying. Oh, hey, finally one of these has given us combat. As you approach the mask, you realize that it is haunted. A pack of hostile-looking ghosts begin to leak out from beneath the mask. Interesting. Interesting. Now, we've got all kinds of awful debuffs on our party, but I think we should still do this. And we should hope that bomb damage is able to finish them off if they survive this, which it looks like they won't. That guy's pretty tanky, but corpse explosion finished him, I think. Okay. Get even more favor. Ooh, I was trying to look at the map. Yeah, this is a large map. And I don't know if because sometimes you get maps that are really small, realms that are really small. Sometimes you get ones that are really big. I don't know if that has an impact on, for example, your chance of finding rare encounters. Maybe it does, maybe it doesn't. I think we're done in terms of extra things. All we have to do is we have to fight the master. We have to finish the realm quest. So let's get one more of these. And then let's go fight you. What are you? The Pit Wraith Master. I think we're pretty good against these enemies, but not being able to attack them directly. And our party members being blind and one of them's confused. That's not good. So here's what we could do. Oh, and silenced as well on the Nadine Rift Dancer. I'm gonna start off casting Antidote. I'm gonna cast Antidote again. We've wasted some of our turns, but we kind of had to do it this way. Our Vivifier just died. That's not good. Now our Centaur Duelist is also blind, and now is also dead. But you're back. One of them is dead. Okay. They're not taking that much damage, which is worrying. The Ebony Ant is going to be confused, but confusion should not be able to prevent him from casting Reincarnation on the Dreadwhite. So, which should already be your macro. Let's confirm that. Let's not make assumptions. What is your macro? You have the Reincarnation macro, so just do it. Now everybody's back. But they now have 4 turns in a row. Very frightening situation. Very, very scary. Oh, but a good lucky hit from our Animatus might have finished the job. Okay, I think we're good. I think we're good. And everyone even resurrected at the end for good measure. Whew, that was a tricky fight. We got through it. Got through it. Beating the Pit Wraith Master has now given us mastery of 4 with that creature type. An achievement as well. You get achievements for every master fight up until the 15th one, I think. think. Is it the 15th one? Let's check. So, look at achievement, mastery achievements. Is the 10th one. The 10th one, and there are 143 different types. Okay. Glad that's sorted. Now, let's go to the... let's finish the realm quest. We just get a small amount of... Oh, we didn't start our extra projects. We started our hunt, but not the other ones. I'm an idiot. We didn't start our... We didn't even start our hunt. That's... I got confused because 3 of them were completed in one go. We'll start them. We'll just be missing 1 realm worth of arcane dust. While we're on the topic, arcane dust is a material type that you need for projects. You can only get arcane dust from completing realms. And so, like, you should never not have projects running when you complete realms, because then you're just going to be wasting opportunities to get arcane dust. Anyway, let's get 1 group of these Urlos, and we'll see what the combat is like. What if we just what could we do? What if we just skip your turn? What if you cast, I don't know, Finger of Death? Yeah, it's gonna be too annoying to fight them with dodge chance, I believe. Unless maybe we can just use the bomb to kill them. We'll see if that's something that could work. Yeah, I'm not gonna summon more of these guys because this is just too aggravating. What if we just skip our turn? Skip. They're not dying in 1 hit. So what if instead we do reincarnation? That's gonna be a slow way to kill them, but quicker than anything else we've tried so far. Yeah, really slow. Yeah, I don't think we're going to be doing 20 of these guys. I could do them... I might do it off-screen, and I'll just tell you what we found, if indeed we found anything at all. But before I even attempt to do that, let's kill these 5. One of them's all the way over there. It's not a huge amount. It's not the most fun thing in this game to be farming enemies and fighting them in this very slow way. Even with this, like, it's quicker than you know, watching their buffs constantly triggering, but it's still pretty slow. But maybe we can speed things up with these last 2, and I think I will summon them, and I'll do it off screen. I'll do it like that. But these 5 I'll show on screen. Maybe we find the card, maybe we don't. It's not that slow. It's slow enough that I'll do it off screen, but it's quick enough that I'll do it. So yes, what I'm gonna do now is after I kill this group, I'm gonna go back to the divination candle. I'm gonna summon 15 more of them, because 20 is, you know, a nice round number that I aim for. I think beyond that, if you go beyond 20, then you're potentially going into a loss in terms of the number of the amount of power you're spending. Okay, let's summon another 15, and yeah. Now I'm going to pause the recording, and I'll bring it back either when I've killed this entire group or when I've found the card. And you'll find out which it was very shortly. Okay, that is our last group killed. Are we gonna get the card on the very last one? The answer is no, but we did get some resources and some experience, got some levels out of that, so it's okay. The card will turn up eventually. And at least we took some stabs at it. So now we've got to head back. We've got a few things to do in Siralim. The first thing we've got to do is well, actually no. I know if I start doing other things, I'm going to forget. We've got to start our other projects. We need to start a hunt on I don't know, I'm just gonna pick a random creature that we've got D rank knowledge with, and I'm gonna start a hunt because I always want to have a hunt going. And I'm just gonna pick haven't done a forage mission in a while. Let's do one of those. Now we should have 5 out of 5 projects running, yes. And now we go and we hand in. First of all, how much are we gonna get? 27,400. So it was worth it. We got an extra 5,000 piety for just one extra realm. Well, 2 extra realms because it didn't spawn in the first one, but let's not be pedantic. Let's not split hairs. Let's get our nice reward by turning in our rune. And we get a piety as well as other random treasure, which can include trait materials. I don't know if it can include cards. We've already completed some tasks for the next, well, one task for the next prophecy based on what we just picked up. Let's take a quick look at what the difficult ones are going to be. Treasure Golem could take a while. Arena battles we'll have to do again. Pandemonium Shrines. 5 of them. There's a good chance that we won't be able to finish this. What else? Are there any for doing missions? Well, there's missions of any type, which shouldn't be too bad, and there aren't any. Well, there's one for assassination missions. So you know what? I can take on no projects, so let's cancel one of the projects that we started. Out of these, would rather cancel the forage mission. So I think we've permanently lost the granite that we spent on starting that project. I don't think that gets refunded. And let's start an assassination on just pick a random one of these. So you get trait materials for assassination missions, and you can only hunt ones that you have an S tier of knowledge with. You cannot hunt creatures that don't have trait materials, like the treasure golem, like the animatus. So wasn't there one that we had only 2 of? Yeah, the Wicked Carver. Sure, we'll have 3 of those. Start an assassination mission there. How much granite do we have left? The answer is a whole lot. So don't have to worry about that running out anytime soon. And we are... Yes, we are still making Goblet of Trials progress as well. Okay, so I think this is going to be all for this episode. We completed 2 realms, found 1 card, found some nether stones, nothing too amazing. The trait nether stones are, you know, the real prizes in that category, but we found a couple of those, a couple of the more mediocre nether stones, which we can still turn into piety later, so it's not a total waste. We found 1 card from random loot, and other than that, we also beat the 2 trainers. Oh, also, didn't we find a special creature, the something? Purghast. Let's summon one of these. Let's just go ahead and do it. Like, is there an achievement for summoning one, or is it just a bestiary entry and that's it? Anyway, we've summoned one. It's in there. We'll just have to remember it's there for the future. And we beat the 2 masters as well. So yeah, on the whole, solid episode. Where does that put us in terms of achievements? We are now at 1437. So not that many done, but we made progress in other ways. So, you know, solid episode, I would say. But anyway, that is going to be all for this one. Hope you enjoyed it. Hope you had a good time, and hope you will stick around for the next episode as well. And until then, take care.